Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? It's going to be an amazing day so far. Let's see what's going down here. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing? All right. Good morning to the Morning Brew guys. Beyond charts. Let's see what the movers and shakers. What's going to move? Let's see if we can catch the movers today and see what's going down today. What a day we had yesterday. We had a huge reversal. A beautiful day if you were day trading. I mean, amazing. The XPX could not, this is better than the Christmas rally. It was just truly amazing. And is it going to give us more? All right, high five to everyone that follows in the trades. But basically, let's dive into this. Let's find out what's going down with the markets and see banners. Here we go. Let's find out if there's any newsworthy events out here that we can tap into. So right now, when I'm looking at banners, nothing really significant here that I'm noticing. Is just mostly just again, CPI numbers is tomorrow, guys. We got Fed Chairman Powell speaking today. I believe that the remarks the prepared remarks are out, and I believe the futures has responded according to that news because futures went up. But now, the main thing today, is there going to be follow through? We had a good reversal, but is it going to be follow through? We don't know yet. And remember, I told you in the beginning, if you followed me since the beginning of 2022, what to expect. If you followed the weekly review that I posted out there, I said, this week, according to the numbers, we're just going to have a dismal 7%, up year normally. That's what the numbers tell us. Is that true or not? Again, we have a couple of factors that's weighing the markets down. One is inflation. We know that. One is a 10-year note. That's going higher. It doesn't say that there's opportunities. There's many opportunities out there. Let's find out what we can find out. But again, one thing we know right off the bat, airlines are canceling even more flights. What's ahead? So this Omicron is picking up some steam. They're also doing some, like a vaccine for Omicron will be available, and again, doesn't mean there's going to be doom and gloom. Not saying that at all. There will be a lot of stocks that will be discounted to buy. And I'm going to post those on the weekly reviews on Sunday, so make sure to follow that. But mostly what we're looking for right now in this episode, we're looking for the movers and shakers. We want to make some money now using the system that we have implemented moving forward. So now, let's dive in. So Market Watch, again, Pfizer plans to ready the hybrid shot to protect against Omicron. So another shot. Well, whether you are for it or against it, what does that say? It says one thing. It says, well, there'll be another shot. Who's going to make money off that shot? Well, Pfizer. We'll see if that pumps up the stock. So again, Fed Chairman Powell's coming up. Again, I don't think he's going to say anything new. There is a Fed chairman meeting at the end of the month that I think we have to pay attention to, and that's going to be January 25th and 26th, because I think the market is going to find out exactly, they already told us what they're going to do, guys. They already said what they're going to do. Nothing has changed from that statement, or, so we just want to know, has things gotten better in the economy based on the numbers that it might change something? We haven't noticed that. But let's dive into let's find out what the markets are telling us. So right off the bat, we're going to start off with the overall markets, the XPX, the NDX, and the XPX, NDX, and guys, by the way, if you have any stocks or crypto, now's the time to put it in the comments so we can track that later on this afternoon, after this thing is done. So just let me know right there. I think I'm going to put that in the comments as well. So let's. Okay, so that's going to be in there. All right, so let's find out what's going down here as well. So the XPX, look at the XPX. Again, we call this beautifully, right? We were supposed to get a bounce there yesterday. We didn't get the bounce, guys. We didn't get the bounce. So again, XPX is right there. It's right there at the 50-day moving at right below that 46.76. Based on the futures that we're looking at, the E-minis right now, futures right now are at 46. They're at 46. Where are the futures? 46.71. 46.71 currently on the futures. So if we go back to the XPX, that's going to put us right a little bit above where we closed yesterday, right at that 50-day. So the key question is moving forward, can we hold that 50-day? Can we regain that 50-day? Now, in the past, historically, we've been bouncing off that 50-day. Now, the question is there going to be follow through? And if there is, it's going to get amazing opportunities, right? But if there isn't, right, this is where we like to take trade. This is where the highest probability trades are going to occur. Like I told you yesterday, where the XPX at is at the 50. We're going to either have 100, 200 point drop, 100, 200 point pop. This is the moment that we live for right here. This is something big is about to happen. Is it going to happen going into Powell tomorrow, into CPI? Is it going to happen into Powell, into or CPI tomorrow? I don't know. But again, if we don't get follow through, that means that basically this could be potentially a dead cat bounce. All right, guys. So again, we're going to take advantage of that. But if the MACD start going down, guys, watch out below. Okay, but watch it. If we get a pop, we're going to see that 46.77 start popping higher. And I'm going to show you exactly on the E-minis what to look for. Again, NASDAQ, this is a beautiful trade. Congratulations to guys that took that trade. We dropped and we hit those levels. There was a nice reversal here. We hit 4,600 on the XPX as well. We did extremely well there. Russell went down to the lows again. Look at it. This is playbook. This is why we get up in the morning, because we want to know the playbook. This is the playbook, textbook. If you haven't made money yet, guys, I don't know what's going down. I mean, if you need help, I'm sharing you my playbook here. This is how we make money here. Again, day trading system. But if you're not a day trader, that's okay, because guess what? These patterns, they show up on every time frame. If you want to look at the monthlies, you want to look at the weeklies, whatever you want to look for, it's the same old thing. The only thing is you have to be real with yourself. How much time do you have to devote to your investment? If you don't have that much time, look at a weekly, look at a daily, look at a monthly. If you have some time like me, they're looking at like 8 screens or they're looking back at me all day long, then you want to look at this time frame. But either way, when we get down to the momentum traders of the 15-minute time frame, what you want to do is you want to practice, right? Repetition is the mother of all learning. And again, you don't need, I'm going to show you 28 setups, 30 setups, right? And the setups that you're going to give me, whatever, but you only need to pick one to make money and master that. And once you master that, then you move on to the next one. That's how you get well in the morning. Good morning, JDH. Good morning, buddy. Good morning to you. But this is how we're going to go. So what do we expect today? One, is there going to be follow through? If there's no follow through today, guys, then guess what? There's no follow through. Then you have to, if there's no follow through, then guess what? We're probably going to go the other way. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. I mean, you can't get any more simpler than this. And guys, all right, cool. So let's get going here. So again, 10-year note, you have to pay attention to the TNX, guys. There's a reason why I covered it. I don't do anything just because I like covering it, or there's a method to the madness here. So the 10-year note, TNX, put that on your watch list. We broke a key level recently, 1.69, 1.7, and we're going higher. So what does that mean? That means it's bad for tech. That's giving a signal that we were about to go down. Now, I kind of jumped forward. We looked at the VIX too. The VIX is, it's correlated to the XPX. So again, what did we see? Well, we saw, and again, Mondays is great because it lays it out for us as far as the levels of fear that we're going to be looking at. But if we see from last week, the volatility, there's more volatility that enters into the marketplace. Key question here, is it going to die down to the levels of last week, or is it going to continue higher? Now, key level to watch in the VIX is 21. If we start breaking 21, we will go lower and we'll start imploding. All right. Now, if we start going down here, guys, here's the deal. If we start going down, we start breaking 19.22. Guess what? 19.22. Then guess what? The market's going to pop Easy, easy, easy peasy. 9.22. This is how you, guys, this is how we trade. This is how you trade successfully. 9.22, you see this XPX start breaking higher, then things are going to pop and they're buying the dip. Now, how do we know they're not buying the dip? Easy. We start breaking 21 on the VIX, then we start going lower, then it's going down. All right, easy, easy peasy. Watch the Treasury notes. Treasury notes. If the Treasury notes could get back below 1.7, then we're probably going to pop. That's good for tech. That is good for tech. But if we go higher here, bad for tech. Wouldn't buy the tech right now. Tech will go lower. Remember, money gets more expensive when the TNX goes higher. If you don't believe me, look at Q1 last year. Q1, TNX went up for the whole quarter. Guess what tech did during that quarter? It went down. The same thing is happening now, guys. Same thing is happening now. So again, key levels to watch there. Now let's dive in. Let's find out what the opportunities are this morning. And guys, I'm also on TikTok. If you want to know where we're following, go on the link, press on YouTube because we're going live. I'm about to give you the fire trades right now. All right, so here we are right now. So let's go in and let's see what the potential movers are today. So, all right, so let's go in here and let's check it out. All right, so normally what are we looking for? We're looking for high volatile players. Why? Because you can make money off of that. Why? Because they move, guys. They move 20, 30, 50, 60, 80 points. How much of those movers are you want to take? You want to take 1, 2 points? Now, you can trade the less volatile stocks, and that is totally fine. And you can use the same system, but it takes the same amount of time, the same amount of energy, the same amount of effort to get a 1, 2, 3 point move when you can get 10 points in a pretty much the same amount of time. So that's how we do that. All right, so I'm going to hide that for now, but let's dive in. So the XPX, actually, let's go in here. The XPX, and this is the playbook that we did yesterday. Remember yesterday we saw this. Now and this is something I want you guys to pay attention here because this is how, if you want to learn this system, this is going to be part of my Patreon course. It starts not this Sunday, but next Sunday. We're going to start only 20 spots, guys. Make sure to sign up. It's going to be a teaser, but this is what you're going to learn. Now, I'm teaching you right here. If this is enough for you, or if you need more hands-on training, then you want to sign up for that. Why? Because I'm going to spend time with you. We're going to talk about this trading system, and I'm going to break it down to you exactly how to enter and how to get out on these trading systems. Now, this is the hourlies on the XPX. Now, look at this range. Now, yesterday, just to go over this, I told you this MACD right here, we could get either we're going to break through or we're going to get another sell-off. And guess what? We gapped down, and this is what I'm telling you. It sold off. It sold off from 46.47, guys, all the way down to the target that I told you yesterday, 4,600 and a little extra. Guys, that's about a 40-something, 50-point move. Could he have gotten 10 points, maybe 20 points out of that move? Absolutely. And guess what? The reversal is even better. Now, the reversal, we went to the 50-minute time frame. Look at this. 50-minute time frame. The MACD showed you way down. And guess what? It was basing. And what have I been telling you all along? All paths lead back to the 50-day moving average. And look where the XPX went. Back to the 50. And this is how we traded yesterday. This is how the market keeps on giving. You just need to know where to look, right? This is it. Now, if you got that trade, high five, congratulations. That is amazing. But this is like, now here's the thing. We love to trade at extreme levels. This is an extreme level, guys. Most people are fearful. We're not. I'm taking advantage. I'm looking for the opportunities, the most fearful points of events, and the most greedy points. All right, guys, but let's dive in. You don't need to see me, and I just realized I was on there. So what to expect today? So right now, as I said, we're probably going to open right at that. Let me look at the futures here. Futures are, and let me tell you a little trick on the futures, guys. So here it is. Here's a little trick. Here's the bonus round. Here's the thing. Whether we know we're going to go lot, we're going to go bullish or bearish, you're going to look at the 4 a.m. hour on the futures. Futures are going to be /ES. That's E-minis, okay? Here's a bonus. Nobody's going to tell you this. Only the big traders are going to tell you this. But here it is, guys, right here. This is the 4 a.m. and this is the E-minis. You're going to watch 46.88 on the E-minis. That is going to serve as a strong level of resistance, okay, or supply, whatever you want to call it, whatever that is, they're selling it there, right? So again, if this goes positive and breaks through, that is another little clue that we could probably pop higher. Okay, so watch that level on the E-minis. Now, if you see us going up there and breaking down, you see the MACD start breaking down, then we're probably going to sell off into Powell and CPI. So watch that. And again, watch the MACDs, and this is the 15-minute time frame. If whatever you want to watch, I'm giving you, just pick one. They all work. They all work. Okay, so now, with that being said, we're going to open right now at 46.70. So let's see where that puts us here. 46.70. That puts us a 10-point tower on 46.80. Can we hold that? I don't know if we're going to hold it on the 15-minute time frame. This is where we love to trade. Right off that 50-day moving average. Is it going to get followed through, or is it going to break down? So watch this. If the MACD start breaking below 0 and this starts bouncing down, then we're probably going to go down and retest the lows. Now here's the thing. On the 15-minute time frame, we're midstream. What can also happen? It can pop, come down. MACD's give me a new bounce off of 0, bounce here, and bounce higher, and we go higher. Either way, we're going to make some money today, guys, if you trade that. You can also trade SPY, but that's the setup that I'm looking for. I just gave you the playbook, laid it out for you right there. Boom, right there. That's money right there, guys. All right. And that's, guess what, guys? This is exactly what I'm going to teach you in the course, but I don't have enough time to teach you right now because I got to set up my trades. Unfortunately, here's the thing, guys. People who teach it during market hours, they're not trading. They're teaching. Look, I make my money trading. I can't teach you during market hours. If I do, I'm going to have to charge you a whole lot more than the, whatever price I'm charging you for that course, because I can't do it in market hours. I can't. I have to actually stay focused, stay alerted, because this is my trade setup right there. Now, guess what? On Sundays, I'll have an hour, 2 hours to break this thing down for you so you can know exactly what the thought process is throughout this thing. Now, here's the thing. We use very, very minimum indicators, but that is for today. Now, that's the XPX trade that we have for today. Now, going into, now, what would you expect? Now, here we got the XPX. I kind of covered that already. We have a nice little pop. It looks like it probably, we'll see, because it's holding their pre-market. Now NDX, remember, we're going to watch that 10-year, that 10EX, because if that starts going lower, then NDX can probably go higher. Now, what are the levels for the NDX? Well, on the upside, we got 15,844.78. Let me see where the NDX is at right now. NDX is right at 15639. 15639. That puts me right there. So is it going to go higher or reverse? So watch it. MACDs are probably 3/4 through. Does it have an extra pop? If it does, it's probably going to stop at that 15,844. XPX is probably going to stop at that 4708. Isn't that number keep popping up? 4708, 4708. So watch that. Now, RUT, the Russell, wow, pop, reverse, and guys, this is what you're gonna learn. Look, pop. Guess what? Right here, this is a bear trap. We saw these bear traps setting up beautifully, and this is what you look for when there's extreme fear. This is what we look for. We look for these bear traps right there, and that could have been money right there. Look at that. Now, and guess what? It went back to the 50. Now, the key question here, is it going to go higher? If the Russell goes higher, it is going to, here it is, 2220. 2220. If it drops right here, it's going to go right here, 2134. You got it, right? That's another trade you got there. Easy. You're going to make some money. If you don't want to trade the RUT, trade the IWM, but something big is about to happen today. All right, here it is. Google reversed. Now, here's the thing about Google. I told you about Google, about inflation. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Because Google, we talked about the Googster. Here's the Google. Google reversed beautifully, right? And with this reverse, just give you a clue that the markets are coming in. Look at the MACDs. Reverse. Gave you a clear sign to get back in. And if you follow me, all paths lead back to the 50. This gave you money and then some. Now, here's the thing. Google's leading the way. Can Google bring up the whole market? Now, here's the thing. Google made money last quarter. They killed it. They own zero debt on the books. books. So if you're looking for something that's anti-inflationary, this is potentially one for Google if you're looking for something that, again, you're going to be looking for stocks that has zero debt on the books. Because again, if money becomes more expensive, guess what happens? The margins, right? Because now they need to borrow money to pay off the debt, their margins shrink. So again, you're going to look for companies like Google, like Apple, like Tesla that have zero debt on the books. That is going forward, and we talk about that on Sundays. All right, but the key thing is, where is Google going to go? Now, I'm going to look at Google from a multiple point of view here. So let's look at it from the hourly basis. So from the hourly, this is nice. Broke the highs here. It's going to meet some headwinds at 20 to 2,800. If it can break that, it's probably going to go to 2891. Now, if it hits its head there, this starts going. Now, let's see here. This is going to give us a nice setup. If Google can bounce off the 50 on the hourly, break through, that is going to tell us that we go higher. You have a trade set up right there on the hourlies. Now, on the 50-minute time frame, you're looking for a setup today. What are we looking for on Google? Let's see. And Google, too far away from the 50. Pre-market is telling me it needs to pull back. Look at those MACDs. They're pulling back. So don't chase Google pre-market. Let it pull back. Let it set up properly. Find out what the overall market is doing first, and then see who is leading the charge if something happens. All right, but there's Google right there. Look at Google around 2740, 2750 for a potential move, either up or down. And if Google breaks down, it can probably retest 2714 and then 2662. And if Google goes down, look up below, because a lot of stuff is going down with it. Remember, this is caviar. This is the main one, right? These guys made money. Now, Amazon, pretty interesting, man. The media is loving Amazon. They love Amazon. Now, here's the thing about Amazon. Amazon missed guidance, right? And I did a little research. Yeah, Amazon did make money. Amazon's main business is not selling stuff on Amazon, is actually web services, AWS. So this thing has been hammered, and Amazon reversed quite nicely. Can it continue? Right now on the 50-minute time frame, we're not going to get in. It's too far away from the 50. MACDs are pulling back. Let it pull back. Let's see what happens at that 50. And then if you're going to set up Amazon is either going to break down here to these previous lows at 2661, or is going to retest. I don't think it's going to go there. Maybe 2800. If it breaks that, it's probably going to go to 2890. Wow. Okay. So we got that. Yep. And Amazon can move. All right. Now Tesla. All right. So Tesla reversed nicely. This is another one. Zero debt reversed nicely. We were looking for the reversal. Look at that pre-market on Tesla yesterday. MACDs were going where? Back to the 50 and gave you more. Now it is going to hit his head right at that 1083, guys. So watch that for a breakout. 1083, 1086. To really get it going. There's some headwinds up there, but if it takes that out, guys, it's going to go. It's going to go. I would say somewhere around 1147 or 1170. And remember, Tesla has been hammered. And again, Adam Jonas should be coming out soon. He might come out with some strong remarks that could move the markets a little higher. But anything is possible, guys. You got to be frosty. Take what the market giveth. Now, if Tesla breaks down here at the 50, it is probably going to retest the lows of 10,009. Or below that 980. Now it is being bought at those levels, so I'm just letting you know it is being bought at those levels. Okay, so now what do we got? ISRG reversal. Again, these guys do medical sales. This guy's been hammered. Is this thing going to start working its way higher? I don't know. Anything's possible. Or is it going to start working its way lower? Key level to watch, 3333. Like all day long. Nothing changes here. ISRG 3333. All right, so let's start looking here. CMG. What do we got? CMG working his way higher. CMG's got earnings coming up, and CMG could possibly be moving into earnings. We're going to be watching this like a hawk. Watch strong levels at 1650. Again, CMG is going to gap up higher. And let's see what happens here. If CMG can bounce here, break through, then it's probably going to hit that 1650. If it breaks down, then it's probably going to retest the lows of 1500. Watch CMG. All you need is one, guys. All you need is one. All right, so let's look at Land Research. Land Research is hanging steady. got hammered. Again, it could reverse, maybe test the lows of 643. Goldman Sachs holding strong. They have earnings coming up. Let's see what happens there. Goldman, 404, can break that 404, guys. That is a strong level. Let's see if it can break it today. If they break it today, that means that the XPX is probably going to go higher. Remember, the S&P cannot crater if the banks are up. It cannot, impossible for it to crater. Cannot crater. Now, if Goldman Sachs goes down, then more than likely, guess what? We're probably going to go lower. So watch Goldman Sachs. If it breaks 398, starts going at 394, watch it, watch it. Netflix, okay, Netflix came back. Okay, let's see. Key level to watch on Netflix is 544. If it takes that out, it's probably going to go to 553. If it breaks down, it's probably going to go to 526. All right, Roku. Let's see if Roku's, is it going to base? We don't know. Watch Roku. If it starts breaking down, it's going to go retest of 174. Watch it there. If it goes up, you got 194. NVIDIA, okay, came back from the dead. NVIDIA is setting up. I like to play here on NVIDIA. If NVIDIA can bounce off the 50 at 272, and the MACDs can turn and it starts taking out those headwinds of 276, this thing can probably go back up to 284, and then it's got about 300 on top. If it breaks down, it's going to retest the lows of 256. Now, Mercado Libre trying to work his way higher. This thing got hammered as well, trying to gaze. I'm not convinced on this bounce yet, to be honest with you. I'm not convinced. We need to see things pop much higher. We need to see much stronger conviction buying than what I'm seeing right now. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm saying it could happen. I just need to see it a little bit stronger. All right, so Mercado Libre working his way higher, 1143 on top. Apple, like the setup here on Apple. If the MACDs turn on Apple, then Apple could be a go. 172. If Apple can take out 174, it's probably going to run. And it's probably going to run. There's some headwinds there. Remember, Apple doesn't move that much, but 175. So you got a couple of points here. If Apple breaks down, it's probably going to go to 168. So watch it for Apple. Remember, key levels to watch, especially if you're trading SPX. You want to watch Apple. You want to watch Goldman Sachs. If those go negative, then the XPX will crater. Okay. Tesla too. You want to watch that too. Okay. Shopify. Beautiful. Look at this. Shopify gave us it was like a 100-point move yesterday. Round trip, 200 points. Again, Shopify's breaking down pre-market. It's probably going to retest that 1065. Look at Shopify. If it breaks the zero on the MACDs, we're probably going to go to 1060, 66, 65. Watch it at that level. It's starting to move pre-market. And this is what I'm telling you. The stuff that went up is getting sold off. That Shopify. We got Affirm. Remember, I don't like Affirm. Garbage company, but they took it up. We trade the movers. If Affirm starts breaking down, breaking the 50, it's probably going to retest that $72, now 77. Upstart, same thing, starts breaking down, it's going to retest that 107. Levels on top on Upstart is 118. On Affirm is going to be $79 to really get it going. HubSpot basing in no man's land, 543 to pop. It needs 543 to really get it going. Now Zoom, working his way higher. Okay, Zoom. I like the action on Zoom. Is Kathy Wood buying today? Got to check the books. Don't know. But Zoom is looking pretty positive. Let's see what happens here if this thing can go. 175 to get it going. On top, it has a target of 180, so about 5 points there. Bookings went down. Again, we just got the headline that the airlines are not looking good. They're delaying flights. That's not good for Booking. So see if Booking probably can go negative on that news. All right, so let's see it. Let's see the price action. Let's see if that news is affecting Bookings negatively or positively. But right now, Booking is sitting at 24.26. If it starts breaking down, it can retest the lows of 23.62. On the high side, we got 24.67, 24.60. All right, ServiceNow, again, great company, great earnings, but they're taking it down. Again, watch 589 to get it better. Coinbase, again, Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to go up for Coinbase to go up, and I don't see this thing going, again, Bitcoin goes down. People don't feel happy and jittery about their crypto portfolio, so they're not going to be investing more, right? So again, that's why we need crypto up. If crypto's up, then people feel more jolly, and then you have the FOMO buyers, and then there's more commission, and all. See the pattern here? But when Bitcoin is down, people don't feel jolly, and they don't start dollar cost average. They don't do that. So watch that there. So again, real simple trade if you want to trade this. 220 to get it to the high side. It can go to 214. All right, let's go to chips. All right, so here's the chips. The chips, again, we're watching the chips. INTU 590 to get it better. Looks pretty positive. Looks like it's basing, or it's got 542. Qualcomm came back up, setting up. Let's see what happens at that 178. It can go either way. If it starts breaking that 180, it can pop to about 185. On the downside, we got 173. Guys, I'm just giving you these trades right now. ASML, not looking too good. It's in the range right now. It could go to 701. If it breaks 701, look out below on ASML. Let's see if it can. The buyers come in at that level. AMD setting up nicely. This is the setup we like. Again, in any market, this is a setup. Let's see if there's a day two on AMD. It looks like it might have a day two. MACDs are setting up. Watch that level of 132 and 135 for the pop. Okay. AMAT, again, setting up nicely as well. Let's see what happens at that 147, 148. If it can take out 150, it's going to pop to about 157. Broadcom, okay, coming back. Great company right here, 615. Let's see if this is setting up. I don't like where the MACDs are. Let it pull back. AMAT, let it pull back. Rivian, okay, so the Rivian, the COO left, right, a couple of weeks ago. So what's going down with that company? But again, watch Rivian having an inside day so far, 76, and so far 84. Roblex working his way lower. So let's see if this has a revert. Had a nice reversal yesterday. It needs 86 to get better, 89 for the pop, okay? On the bottom side, it got 79. Let's go into Bitcoin, guys. All right, so let's go into Bitcoin. All right, so on Bitcoin, again, I am noticing here, and I'm going to make this bigger. Again, if we start, we are in the demand zone on the BTC. The demand zone is between 41 and 46 to whatever, 46. Let's say 46. There are some buyers coming. I've noticed a divergence here, right? I don't know. On the MACDs, there is possibly a divergence forming, right? So what does that mean? I feel like buyers are coming in. Now, here's the thing about Bitcoin, and I noticed, guys, look at this. This is Bitcoin, right? And this is 2021. What's the date on 2021, right? Let's go to Bitcoin right here. Bitcoin 2021. And we're looking at Bitcoin right in here, 2021. Right there, 2021. Again, so right at that level, 29,000, just under 30,000, guys. So here's the deal. You're about to give up your gains of 2021. If this thing breaks, I'm not saying it's going to break. I'm seeing a divergence. I'm seeing people buying. But that VWAP is being held right at that 40,000. I'm noticing that these little candlesticks right here, those are pretty bullish candlesticks. I just don't know what's going down. The last 1, 2, 3, 4 days, there's been a lot of even buying and selling. I'm looking at the divergence. I think it's more buying. So again, if the MACDs pop up a little bit, then we're probably going to head to the 50-day moving average, which also coincides with the 200-day moving average, which is around 48,000. I don't trade Bitcoin. I'm mostly looking for a position trader on Bitcoin. Right now, I'm looking to add into my position, but there's nothing there yet for me to add. I'm going to wait for the big boys to show me where to go, and we're going to surf the waves with them. Now, that's what we have on Bitcoin. So again, if we go lower, let it drop. Let it drop. Pretty simple. Now, if Bitcoin pops, look for MicroStrategy to pop, because this is how you can make money on MSTR. Again, so if Bitcoin drops, then MicroStrategy will drop, and you can short both, actually. Now, Ethereum, what's happening with the ETH? Pretty simple. ETH, don't know what's happening here, but it is below the demand area. It is below the 200-day moving average. It is below the VWAP. I mean, so key levels, and I told you this before. I said it is in the supply. It's a demand zone right now between 31 and this 26. So we're currently in that demand zone. So is it going to be bought? MACDs look good. It looks like it's basing right here. So again, to get it better, we need to see it. 32 to get it better, right? And then that's telling me that it can work its way higher, but it's got a lot of headwinds on top, a lot of headwinds on the ETH. So again, Just, you know, just let it base, don't chase. Okay, that's pretty simple there. All right, guys, what else do we got? What else do we got? So far, what else do we got? The E-minis. Look at the E-minis working his way lower. MACDs are dropping, so E-minis are breaking out 46.63. That puts us right below, right where we closed yesterday. So, man, I am excited for today. Let's see what happens here. The XPX, now, if this starts dropping, breaking below zero, it can probably retest those lows, and you can take advantage of that easily. But once again, guys, we got an amazing reversal. This is the market that we live for if you like volatility. Again, if you're a long-term investor, wait, look for the bear traps, look for the position. How would you know that? Easy. A bear traps. Now, if I tell you what a bear trap is, this is a bonus I'm just going to share with you. And again, yes, this is a 15-minute time frame, but it also shows up in any time frame: hourly, daily, weeklies, monthlies. It is dropping. How do you know it's a bear trap? You look for right here for key levels of 15,415 on the NDX. Let's use this for an example where they pop, right? Because the shorts were covering, they were shorting the stock there, and it covered and it popped. Now, levels to watch, if you're looking, if this is conviction bond, you're going to look at 15,847. Now, I gave you those numbers already, but that's just an example of the bear traps. All right, guys, any trades you want me to look for? Any trades? All right, any stocks you're looking at? I know yesterday someone said about, what was that? Zenya. Let's look at Zenya. Let's see what that did yesterday. Zenga. Now, this is a perfect example of Zenya, right? So yesterday, what did we say? It had some headwinds here. We broke it down. Those headwinds were pretty severe. This is why we look at the 50-minute time frame. 50-minute time frame told you that it was not going to go pre-market. So this is why we waited for the pullback. Now, it's at the 50. Now, this thing doesn't move much, right? That was just a short covering position. I couldn't find any news on that. If you know any news, let me know what the news is. But basically right now, is it going to pop? How do we know if it's going to pop? 920 is the area to watch on Zenya if you want to trade that thing. Now, it's got a lot of headwinds at that 920, 914. That could pop. If it takes that, I'll probably go to 964. And again, it could probably go up to 1081. If you like to trade this, that's fine. That's like $1.50, whatever it is. MU, I need to see you got this. All right, so let's look at MU and let's see what to see on MU. MU. All right, so the MU, what do we got? Oh, right here. MU. All right, cool. I like the pre-action on MU. We got a beautiful candlestick. Now, here's the one thing on MU, guys. We need to see a pop. So we got a beautiful reversal candlestick on the dailies. I don't know what time frame you're trading, but I'm going to cover it all here. So let's look at the daily perspective. Now, we're pretty far up. We're pretty far away from the 50. We like to take our trades off the 50. Now, it doesn't mean it can't pop, but the MACDs are showing me weakness right now. So what does that tell me? That tells me that basically if this starts going lower and the price starts going higher, that means that that's just kind of like, that might be a fake out. That might be a fake out here. So what do we need on MU? We need basically 94 to get it better. Now I'm going to break it down for you over here on the hourlies. So let's look at the hourlies, make this a little bit bigger. MU on the hourlies, it's below the 50-day moving average. So watch that 90, again, that $94, $95 to get it going. Right now, pre-market is being sold off. MACD still look good, but if this starts turning, it's probably going to retest the lows of $91. Now, again, but if it starts working its way higher and you see the MACD's breaking above zero, it's probably going to break that 95 and continue a little higher. So that might be a good day trade if you're looking for that. Now, as far as on a 15-minute time frame, I'm noticing weakness here. Look at the MACDs. Is this 15? No, this is the hourlies. Let's look at the 15s and let's go to 15 right there. All right, 15-minute time frame. What are we noticing? Weakness. So the MACDs are breaking lower. If this breaks zero and it's breaking to 50, that might be an entry to the downside. So again, buyers came in just like we did. So anything can change in the next 20 minutes. The low side, we know that it was being bought at 91. Right, 91 to 92, it was being bought. Okay, so now watch the MACDs, watch the overall market to turn. If this starts breaking down, it's probably going to retest these lows of 91. Again, if it starts bouncing here, and it can take out that 93, 95 to really get it going. It could probably go up to these highs here, 96, maybe 97. Maybe 98. So MU, just watch it early, see what happens there on MU. On INTC, INTC, if I go in here on the 50-minute time frame, we're looking at weakness. Can this turn regain the 50? Then it possibly could be an entry. Now, to really get it going is $58. Pre-market, 56. So again, watch it right there on MU. No, that's Intel. So Intel, we had a nice rally yesterday, continue a little higher. It can go higher, but it's having some headwinds right at that 55 and that 56. But the candlesticks looks good. Pre-market, we're at 55. Is it going to go higher? Watch the 15-minute time frame, because if the MACDs turn, that could be a clue that maybe they're going to start buying it and it's going to have a day two. Remember, what are we looking for? We're looking to see if these stocks that went up are having a day two. Now on Intel or INTC, was it INTC? Yeah. Watch these levels here, right? Because this is going to be a $56 level. There's a lot of supply in that area. If you can take out those areas, man, it can really start working its way higher. Let me see. No, earnings. No. Here's the thing. ASML is coming out with earnings next week. So this can move on earnings on ASML's announcement. So if ASML announces great earnings, like if the chip supply getting better, whatever, anything they echoed last quarter, then this one could move on that news. All right. All right, guys, it is 9:10. 9:10, guys, 9:10. And wow, amazing. Remember, guys, you only need one. Only need one. Manage a trade. Get really good at it. But we're going to have some fire trades today. Again, I love Powell, man. If Powell makes me money. Google ripped yesterday. Yo, yeah, it ripped and it gave everybody gifts. The gifts. That's why we trade this thing, guys. So once again, guys, if you like I said, I put this on my my Beyond Charts. Here's the format. It's only going to be for 20 people. It's only $149. We won't start this Sunday. We're going to start next Sunday. But again, if you're following and you know what we're doing, because we teach a lot, if you're following every morning here and you don't need any help, that's fine. Keep on doing it. We're going to make money together. But if you need a little extra help, then this is right here. This is the program for you. I developed it. $149, 20 a month. And basically, it's 20 one-on-one coaching, an hour, 2 hours, and I'm going to dissect everything for you, exactly this system, where to get in, where to get out. And you can do this in any time frame. So day trading is not for you, not a big deal. You can implement this on the dailies, on whatever time frame you have. And we're going to go through money management. So right here, what do we just break down? We're going into momentum style of trading. Really simple mindset, money management, and the trading system, technical analysis. And the reason why this is beautiful, we look for areas of reversal, extreme greediness and extreme fear, because that is where the money is at. So again, guys, only 20 positions. We're going to start not this Sunday, next Sunday. And if you want to support the channel, we greatly appreciate it. Here it is. If not, not needed. But again, guys, I want you to go out there, go get it. And let me see here if I can. We have an audio clip. Go out there, go get it. And let's see. Go out there. And if you haven't subscribed, like the channel, please do so. And again, we'll see you tonight. Oh, by the way, today I will be on following these trade setups right here. Why? Because CPI is tomorrow. It's going to be on TradingView, and all the links are there. All right, guys, go get it. Stay green, and let's serve some ways. God bless, guys.